Are you interested in where your water comes from? Do you love working outdoors? Do you enjoy using instruments and equipment to perform precision tasks? Are you good at accurately recording data? If you answered yes, you may want to wade into a career as a hydrometric technician and technologist. Hydrology is the study of how water circulates and is distributed in the atmosphere, on land, and underground. Hydrometric technicians and technologists may work independently or provide technical support for hydrologists and related scientists and engineers. They operate equipment, perform tests, and analyze data about precipitation, water flow and volume, and the chemical makeup of water sources. To soak up the details of this absorbing career, we talked with a hydrometric technician and technologist working here in Alberta.
Hi, my name is Jackson, and I'm a hydrometric technician and technologist. Hydrometric techs quantify the hydrologic cycle by collecting water level measurements, discharge measurements on streams and rivers. By collecting this data, we're essentially establishing baselines of creeks and rivers across the province. This helps us understand each individual watershed throughout time. Hydrometric technicians can work in a variety of fields. They can work with government, private industry, oil and gas. There's lots of options. What attracted me to this occupation would be the desire to work outdoors. I get a good balance of being in the office and being in the field. A typical day is varied depending on if you're in the field or in the office. In the office, you would normally come in, check your emails, communicate with project managers, clients. You would process your field data into reports, and your field days would include driving out to site, doing water level measurements, followed by a discharge measurement as well as a station download, and you'll take that data and head back to the office. The data at the end of the day will end up being put onto a database that clients could observe externally. They could be used for reports and permitting requirements or used in their own models to determine their water needs. The duties of a hydrometric tech are varied. Certain duties include establishing monitoring networks by installing equipment, downloading, calibrating them, and conducting routine maintenance. We carry out studies on snowpacks to determine the density and water content. We also measure rainfall rates and amounts and other meteorological conditions. We also take samples of suspended sediments from the bottom of lakes and rivers. And we interpret maps and aerial photographs. A skill that a hydrometric technician would need would be to be adaptable. You also need good organizational skills and have the ability to manage intense workloads. You should be comfortable working with different pieces of equipment and ensuring that you're collecting precise data. You should have the desire to work outdoors and have the willingness to travel. Sometimes you'll be required to work alone and other times be working in a team. The work environment changes all the time. We have typically two main seasons. So the open water season will be where you're out collecting all your field data. That's usually from May till October. And then the other season sort of transitions into the winter months where we're not in the field as much. We're mostly in the office, processing our data and producing all the deliverables for the clients. Some of the personal protective equipment that we use are hard hats, steel-toe boots, waders, work gloves are essential, working around electrical equipment. Some work will be required for you to be on the ice, and you will need to wear your personal flotation device and be roped off and work with a buddy. Post-secondary schools throughout Alberta offer programs in biology, chemistry, biochemistry, and environmental sciences. Most hydrometric techs have related post-secondary education in those disciplines. The education background that you may get, whether it's in biology or environmental sciences, there's always a way to apply it in this position. Opportunities for advancement as a hydrometric tech depend on the industry and area that you work in. Some of these roles include a supervisory or managerial capacity, as well as maybe an opportunity for one to start their own private consulting company. If you're interested in working as a hydrometric tech, I would recommend it because it gives you a great opportunity to work outdoors, to travel to places that you might not go see on your own time, and you get to be part of the change.
This career requires the ability to record observations accurately. It also requires health and stamina to work in a variety of environments and conditions. If this whets your appetite, then consider jumping into the deep end with a career as a hydrometric technician and technologist. What are you waiting for? Find out more about this occupation, including training requirements and salary ranges, in the occupational profile on the ALICE website. While you're there, check out some related occupations, including biologist, geological and geophysical technologist, and hazardous waste management technologist. Explore the possibilities. Go to alice.alberta.ca.